All right, welcome guys to the cave with Lazstaylit. I am Lazstaylit, and like I said, welcome. This is the introductory episode for the cave with Lazstaylit. As many of you may know, you may be coming from my Instagram page. I am a photographer located in South Carolina, and I wanted to start the content creation journey more so with the podcast side, getting into video as well this year. So this is just step one of that journey. This episode is really going to talk about the basis of what the cave is going to be and what y'all can look forward to in the future. So, jumping right into it, do a little brief introduction about myself. I am Lazarus McCray. I am a junior at Claflin University, where I major in mass communication and minor in business management. With mass communication, I am a digital media focus. So I take classes revolving around photojournalism, sports production, video editing, everything like that. So it really helps me with my photography and content curation journey. Alongside of that, I am a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated via the Delta Alpha chapter, where I serve as our chapter's vice president, as well as the South Carolina Assistant District Director. Alongside of Alpha, I guess you could say I'm still a member of our men's track and field team. I haven't been out there this season due to my other obligations, but I may be returning this spring to throw javelin. Haven't made my mind up 100% yet. But on campus, I'm also involved in our NPHC at Claflin, where I serve as our historian. I'm also a photographer for our student activities board. Shout out SAB. If any of my SAB members are listening to this podcast right now, shout out to y'all. Y'all are the best. Um, I'm also Mr. Honors, so I'm a member of the Alice Carson Tisdale Honors College here at Claflin University, and I serve as Mr. Honors, Mr. University Honors for the 2023-2024 school year. What else am I missing? I'm involved in quite a lot. So yeah, I'm pretty busy, but that's what comes with being the student leader here on campus and just being a well-rounded overall leader. Um, so back to the cave. I came up with the name The Cave for this podcast because I wanted it to be one that's really a good homey feeling, one that as not even just as a black individual, but just as a student, as a Generation Z member, as someone who's just looking for a podcast that they can relate to in all aspects without being judged, without feeling like, you're not welcome, all of that. That's what The Cave is for. So just thinking about, you're sitting back in your room or just chilling, you're on a long car ride somewhere, you just need something to really listen to ease your mind and just kind of feel engaged and, feel welcomed. That's what The Cave is here for. So if you didn't read the description of the podcast, the cave is here for all Generation Z members. You could be younger than Generation Z, you could be older than Generation Z. It doesn't matter, it's here for everyone. But we're going to be talking about professional development. So like for me, I'm a college student right now, so we're going to be talking about how to get internships, how to brand yourself, how to market. College life, there is not a college life. Being that I am a member of the Divine Nine, the ins and outs of the Divine Nine. No, not too much into it, of course, but touching on the Divine Nine, some college life in general, how to navigate balancing school with social life, how to time manage, how whatever it is about college life that may pop up, we're going to be covering that. Real topics that's going on around the world, like if a controversial topic pops up on Facebook, Instagram, or on the Shade Room that's really popping, and I feel like it's something we can touch on here on the podcast, we're going to be doing that. Um, Pretty much anything you will see from a well-rounded podcast, I want to bring that to you, but from my perspective, of course, sports. As an athlete myself, as someone who played baseball and football throughout middle school and high school, someone who's been around pretty much all sports. I haven't really dabbled a lot in soccer, hockey. Like I'm black, so of course, no offense to those who do play hockey, soccer, that who are black. I commend you. Hats off to you, but that's not my forte. So, but anyways, sports in general, we're going to be looking to get along with that. Um, like I said, anything. We will be having interviews. So I have a few interviews lined up already with one of my line brothers. He'll be coming on here shortly. One of my profiles will be coming on here shortly. Pretty sure my girlfriend will be coming on here as well. So, just really giving the all around aspect, giving y'all some variety. As of right now, the podcast is going to be strictly audio with the appearance of some videos for like those good, the juicy podcast ones. It's going to drive a lot of attention. It's going to be a lot of, a lot of good talking points. Those will be visible on YouTube. As of right now, the podcast should be available on all platforms. So it could be Apple Podcasts, Spotify for podcasters, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure the podcast should be there. Um, yeah, like I said, the cave is here for everybody. If you have any topics that you want to talk about, any suggestions, anything like that that you think can help enhance this podcast, by all means, feel free to reach out via my Instagram at Lazstaylit. That's LAZSTAYLIT. Or you can reach out to my personal Instagram, which is the real El McCray. That's TheRealLMCCRAY, the real El McCray. And yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube at Lazstaylit. Once again, LAZSTAYLIT. I do have some older videos on there from when I started YouTube up like a year ago. I think that was the summer of 2022. It's some videos that dates back all the way to probably like 2019, 2018. But yeah, this year, 2024, one of my line brothers, Matthew Sanders, he said the word for our chapter this year is intentional, and I'm taking that word and using it for my own good too. So I'm going to be intentional with what I want to do for a career, which is being someone within content creation and digital media. So someone who's going to be out there as a creative, who's going to be doing video production, audio production, photography, whatever it may be. Just being intentional with that is my goal and my mindset for this year. So that starts now. It starts with, doing what it is that you put in put in action to your plans. I've been wanting to do a podcast for a while, but I'm finally, putting it into action. So that's step one of the phase, but continuing on that. Um so yeah, like I said, the podcast should be available everywhere. This is only the introductory episode. Episodes aren't going to be that long. Of course, I'm not going to be sitting here for like an hour just talking to y'all about nothing. But if we do have interviews or whatever, and the conversations do last that long, I'm going to get that out to y'all regardless. So yeah, if you're a fellow content creator or podcaster and you want to come on the podcast, feel free to reach out to me. We can get that going. I'm open to working with everyone, of course. All company is good company. Well, I won't say all company is good company, but if you have the right intentions and you really want to help each other grow, I'm rooting for everyone black. I don't care who you are, like if you want to grow, let's grow. So yeah, let's reach out, let's work. For the most part, this is going to be a PG-13 podcast, of course, because you never know who's listening. And with the capacities that I hold, of course, we have to keep it PG-13 regardless. Um, so yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything that I could think of. So yeah, once again, if you're listening to this right now, thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you save this podcast on whatever platform that you're listening to. And yeah, make sure you spread the word, man. And yeah, like I said, this is Lazstaylit. Thank you for listening to The Cave with Lazstaylit, and stay tuned for more recordings. Talk to you guys later.